Welcome back to Pikastatch's The Royal Trap Playthrough. So basically, Nozagi just came by and asked a lot of questions, and that's pretty much just what happened. So let's go. Are the guests really leaving? Some are. I heard while you were in the, earlier. It's silly. No one's threatened them. But if all of Belnor's forces can't keep their most precious princess safe, then how can anyone feel protected? That's the problem with making those dangers public. The herd feels threatened, so they stampede for safety. It might not be a bad idea to consider leaving ourselves. What? No! The situation here could turn very sour. Angry, frightened people react unpredictably. If someone decides that you or I are to blame for all of this, they'd be more likely to think that if we ran off, we'd look guilty. True. I'm not running away with my tail between my legs. You've done nothing wrong. And I can't abandon Cassie while she's in danger. She's my friend. Right. Friend. So, how's the romance going? Ha! Well, things have been a bit distracting. We've had more important issues to deal with. Instead of wooing her, he was rescuing me. I'm not more important. I was safe while I was. Cassie is not the sort of woman who can ignore an injustice for her own entertainment. Making her think that I'm shallow and selfish would not impress her. You're right. I do like hearing you say that. Well, you'd hear it more if you... What is it? Nothing. It feels wrong somehow to tease him now. I suppose you'll have to get back to the romance tomorrow, then. Fresh start. I suppose so. There's something I could use your advice on. What's that? Should I tell her the truth? What truth? I'm not in love with her. I don't think anyone expects you to be madly in love. You only known each other for a few days. I'm like Romeo and Juliet. Does anyone actually read that thing? Okay. Courtship is for both of you to learn about each other, to develop those feelings. That's not what I meant. I'm asking, should I tell her about you? Oh. I can't make that choice. I can't answer that. Why not? I just can't. The mood is disrupted by a sharp rap on the door. Is that Nozagi again? Before I can intervene, he reaches for the handle. You. Good evening, Your Grace. Whatever hooks you have set on the throne, be warned, it will not hold. You play a dangerous game. Leave now, or be prepared to face retribution. With those words, he makes his exit, slamming the door dramatically behind him. I'm pretty sure if you go into, Farad's room, he's gonna say something else or something, like, while he's here. I just don't know what. So if you want to see that, post in the comments below, or I probably just won't put it, because it's still Oscar's route. So, yeah, just comment below and whatnot. So, what? That was unexpected. And suspicious. There's something up with him, isn't there? Callum and that Dolores girl both thought so. Maybe. We should talk to Cassie tomorrow and hear what she thinks about her ducal cousin. Not tonight. Too unsettled. Too many people moving around if the guests are leaving. Not all of them are. No, tomorrow, the board will be more clear. And by tomorrow, the first investigation results should be available. Tonight, at least, I will have a comfortable bed, if not quite the freedom to enjoy it. All around us are suggestions of danger. Suggestions, not certainty. Those who are most affected are those who understand the least of what's been happening. The fleeing guests, Prince Nozagi, even Duke Farad. What do they know? The princess was kidnapped by her brother due to a mistake, not some foreign plot or internal power struggle. Yes, there was an assassination attempt, but not a well-planned one. Had there been more than one attacker, or even a single one with a ranged weapon, events might have played out very differently. If neither Callum nor Dolores were in collusion with the assassins, then it would not have been possible for them to plan to meet us on the road, which means they're not seeing the orchestrations of a supremely powerful mastermind, but rather chance and mischance rebounding off one another. And now, another unexpected change of course, Cassidy tearing off the veil of secrecy. There most certainly are forces working against us, but they cannot possibly have anticipated this outcome. They will need time to regroup. I don't anticipate an attack in the night, but I doubt I'll sleep soundly either. ... The next morning, we are dressing for the day. I sense something familiar. A faint pattern of the sound of, at the edge of my hearing, a disruption in the depths of the palace. It's like that night when Princess Cassidy went missing from the ball. Has something happened? A languid knocking on the door is rather anticlimactic. Best to be cautious. I wave Oscar out of the way and ease open the door to look outside. Dolores? Oh, why? Okay, I have no idea. Okay. I'm not happy to see you either. With the door open, the distant hubbub is more apparent, but I can't see anyone from here. What do you want? Not to be in this hallway. Let me in or I'll go back and say you wouldn't answer. Fine. She slides past me and into our rooms. Now that she's nominally an ally, Oscar makes an effort to smile at the former page. However, his charms appear to go unnoticed. What's the news? Nothing left but the feathers. Seems like the palace guard didn't take too kindly to hearing word of a worm in the barrel. They're rebelling? Wouldn't I wish? No. They turned on their own. Nobody loves the traitor. And nobody wants to be seen looking disloyal, not after last night. What happened last night? Guards have been asking questions. Found a girl who was in bed with the dead guy. So to speak. A stupid girl. She told them they were wrong and her soldier was a hero. So they killed her. What? A regular lynching, I heard. That's horrible. Horrible to you? Your neck's not on the line. Every loose-tongued boot boy is telling tales on their rivals to prove how loyal they are. Maids are locking themselves in their rooms or running home to their mothers. All the princesses' parties are cancelled. Wait, who was lynched? Who? I want to know who was lynched. Okay. The anniversary celebration is on hold. That's what I said. For today, at least. They're saying things will calm down, but I wouldn't bet on it. This is awful. He's feeling guilty, but whatever his choices, he has no way to predict that the guards would turn murderous. Why exactly are you here now? Oh, right. The surly prince sent me. He and his little princess want your company. With all the little storms about, he wouldn't leave her long enough to call on you, so I am your escort. I'm surprised he trusts you that much, considering that a few days ago he pretty much wanted you dead. The wheel turns. Who would you rather trust, me or the mob who killed that maid? You, certainly. Well then, even the royal brute can see that much. Oscar is not a brute. Touchy, aren't we? Not the prince I meant. Callum, right, sorry. You said brute, it's obviously Callum. Seriously? Are you dumb? You were much smarter in, Nazagi's, walkthrough. Okay. With so many people running for the hills, why aren't you? I don't think I haven't thought about it. All this chaos, I could get away clean, but... She shrugs, her lip curling. There's no benefit to me if I run. If I stick out, I'm angling for a reward. That debt of honor, King Pedrick said you were owed. I don't know, don't know, don't care. Most likely, he's got the wrong girl. One orphan's as good as another, right? I'm only here long enough to talk my way into going away presents. Her motives are entirely mercenary and self-centered. But, all things considered, she is more reliable than some arbitrarily selected guardsmen might be. But Lambert! Okay, we're grateful for your aid and guidance. He tilts his head to her, a courtesy that I'm not sure she recognizes. Please lead the way. We wind up through the halls of most of the way to Cassidy's tower without incident. That in itself is notable. Under ordinary circumstances, there would be more people crossing our path. With servants and guards alike making abrupt exits, the halls are oddly empty. To a point. I demand that I be allowed to pass. No one gets through here without her enlightened highness's express word, my lord. But she has need of me. my beloved was but a delicate blossom buffeted by the winds. I must protect her. I would gladly give my life in defense for her. Oh my god, get in line. Get a life! Seriously. Okay. So, of course, but... Excuse me coming through. Who is this? You know who I am. You know who they are. Rules, Dolly. Don't call me that name. Nobody gets through without a name. Fine, Dolores Orphe, Oscar of Ostendower, and the Honorable Valois. Now move it. You can go through. I protest. Why are these allowed into my beloved's presence while I am not? They're on the list. Prince Gaston fluffs himself up to begin another impassioned monologue. But we're allowed to bypass the theatrics. He's actually pretty interesting. Okay. My first impression of Princess Cassidy's private quarters is that they resemble... Okay, same thing. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oscar! And Madeline, how nice to see you. And me. I already said hello to you this morning. If I have to greet you every time you walk through a door, I'd waste half of my day on hello. Oh. Oddly enough, it seems the two of them are more or less getting along. I kind of like how they're friends. It's like, it's so nice. Princess Cassidy is indeed a very forgiving soul. No trouble in the night? For us? No. Did something happen here? Not that we know of. Callum is worried that my guards may not be perfectly trustworthy. He suggested we should stick together. Do you have enough guards to go around? Dolores said many of the staff were leaving the palace. Not the guards, though. At least, mostly not. It was a guard who attacked us earlier. No man can be trusted simply because he wears a uniform. Current rotations trust that those who have the previous opportunity to strike and not done so may be loyal. That may not be enough. Even a so-called loyal man can be bots, until we know our enemies. There may not be any more enemies. It's turning against ourselves now that's causing damage. How is the investigation progressing? Cassidy sighs. You heard about the maid Raquel? I heard she was murdered. Oh, she was the one who was murdered. Okay. That's too strong of a word. Not for her family. What has she done? Nothing. That we know of. Wait, please. We haven't been here. Can you start from the beginning? Very well. The first actions were, of course, to retrieve the body of the assassin and identify him. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong button. Okay, stop it. His name is Devante, a relatively recent recruit, hailing from the lands under the control of the Grandessa. The Grandessa? Aunt Marie, Mother's younger sister. I don't know her very well. She almost never visits the palace. She and Mother don't get along. This Devante was not well liked among the guards or other soldiers. At least, not that anyone will admit. We reportedly spent a good deal of time in the stables, but searches have so far turned up no sign of sabotage. It's possible the horses kept him company because no one else would. When we brought him back, no one spoke in his favor. Except for that girl. Yes, Raquel. She may have been Devante's lover, but no one is certain of that. All we know is that she defended a fallen friend and denied he was an assassin. And so she was murdered, in my name, for having done nothing at all. Cass, stop it. You did not kill that girl. She may not have been innocent. The mob may have done you a favor by taking out a dangerous rebel. She did hail from the territory belonging to Duke Ferran. Who? Raquel? She was a ninny with a head full of stars. She couldn't drown a mouse. So, I'll end this episode here. It's getting kind of tense. And so, like, subscribe, favorite if you want, comment below, and thank you for watching!